Me break out the chipmunk voice.
So, when we last left off, you spent your last session mostly buying cupcakes, finding out about the mines and the area around it, finding out locations for the type of agate you need for the awakening spell. You did discover that the jeweler in town, the merchant prince jeweler, uh, is willing to trade her fire agate for the heads of the three pirates that you once upon a time already dealt with, but you know, time travel they've no longer been dealt with. But that also means you can now take their heads.
All that timey-wimey stuff.
Yep. You guys also ended up having a long rest, so it's now the 35th of feasting. What would you guys like to do?
We also had an in-character roleplay discussion about a few things, but the morning we awake, guess Jasper starts getting everything ready to go, map set up, everything that she would need to fucking make this bitch go, I guess.
On would just be kind of preparing food for the travel, and then eventually, once we get set sail, we get up in the crow's nest.
All right. So you have chosen to take the sea voyage trip.
But we're gonna deal with the pirates first, and like along the way to the dragon.
Yep.
All right.
Woo.
Alright, we'll probably be on main deck with little one, enjoying the sea breeze.
Yeah, I'll give Erdon enough time to make the food before we set sail, because I need him in the crow's nest whenever we leave.
Okay.
Before we depart, Dover needs to go and buy those potions of fire resistance.
All
You'll
right.
have time to do that while Erdon is cooking.
I guess Aria, while he's cooking, Aria will probably help and try to help too.
And not so much cooking, just making sure everything's put up and not going to be flying around on deck while we're sailing.
Before I head off ship, I pop into the kitchen and ask if you all need anything.
And we should be good.
Should be alright.
Run, of course, will be down in his laboratory working on some stuff. Preferably some. Well, we should have bolts for the I guess it's a trebuchet.
Do you happen to know how much the potion of fire resistance, what classification which potion of fire resistance is?
Yeah, I
In terms
believe
of
it
rarity?
was uncommon, wasn't it? Want me to find out?
I'm looking it up now. Hang on. I typed in potion of fire resistance and it brought up fucking Minecraft. So I'm looking it up now.
At least it wasn't Skyrim.
No, it's not showing on the Roll20 thing. 1 second. Oh, God damn it.
So I'm looking up on
It is an
Roll20. It's
uncommon.
not. Okay, it's an
Okay,
uncommon.
there you go.
All right. So.
All the wonders of Avery.
Does Erdon still have the
roll
party
me
fund?
a 1d6 then, Erdan. Not Erdan. Sorry, Dovit.
1d6?
Oh.
Yep.
I got it. I'll be right back.
That's a 4.
All right. So each potion of fire resistance that you can source is 200 gold pieces.
Okay. Erdan, do you still have the party fund?
No, they were given back to you in one episode, I believe.
Oh, okay. Just didn't write it down.
It's over 2,000 gold in the fund. 2,531.
All right, so I have to go to that to the potions master again.
Yeah, I told you how much they cost.
200 gold apiece. How many does he have?
How many do you want to buy? They're worth. You can get a bunch of them, but they cost 200 gold each.
Preferably one for each party member for when we fight the dragon.
So that's up to you to figure out math wise.
So let's see. 2, 3, 4. How many people are we taking with us to the dragon's fight?
6.
6.
All of us are
Okay,
going.
back.
All right, so that's 1,200 gold.
I do have absorb elements though, so
I do as well, or at least for Jasper, and I think it's a concentration, so I can't cast it on more than one person. I'll probably end up casting it on myself. Sorry.
mine's a reaction, so
All
yeah,
right, so should I buy?
Get away
Okay.
with 4 of them then.
Yeah,
Should I
it's,
buy 4 then?
yeah.
yeah.
All right, so 800 gold.
I think it's protection from energy that I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's protection from energy that I have, and it's concentration.
Ah,
I still do
yeah.
have absorb elements, but the protection from energy is higher level spell, and it lasts longer.
Right.
Anyways,
Dovit will go to Jasper and ask, "Is it okay if I spend 800 gold on this potion to fire resistance?"
If everyone else is fine with it, I don't care.
Sounds good to me.
All right, I am off. And I go to buy the 4 potions of fire resistance that will leave our party funds at 1,731.
I'm gonna go ahead and write that down just in case somebody loses it. 1,700. What?
31 and 31.
31. Okay. 21, 31. There we go.
All right, Don will get done in the kitchen. Everything looks secure in here. Actually, need to go see little mad scientist downstairs to see if he had those fire arrows made.
Whenever you go down there, tell him I need him on deck to point out that pirate ship since he's seen it before.
Fair enough, yes, Captain.
Um,
Sorry, not my bad. I didn't mean Captain.
Gives him a glare, lets him walk off.
And he'll walk downstairs and go to see if Run's got his fire arrows made.
yeah, that too. That would be one of the 2 items that over the time we've had on ship, Run would be working on. Some more fire arrows and some ice bolts for his personal self.
Dovit will also go to everyone that did not voyage, or everyone that has no memory of our last voyage here. There was at one point on this voyage last time that we looked upon the shore and there were a group of people clad in red armor. They did not bother us last time, but we cannot let our guard down if we see them.
No?
Grizz, would I
Almost
need
fucking forgot
to
about this.
make a alchemist supplies check?
What for?
Making fire arrows?
Yes.
So that would be a 23.
All right. What's the difficulty on a fire arrow?
Probably the same as whatever it was when I made my fire bolts.
You don't have that written down or in a sheet for alchemy stuff?
Uh,
I wish I could help with that, but I don't have.
hold on a second. Let me check something. I mean, there's really no.
You could just set a DC for it.
Exactly. I mean, there's no. Unless you want to try to find like a third party book that has crafting.
Well, I was trying to figure out if any of that was listed specifically in downtime activities. Because I know some of that stuff is.
The only thing I can find is it says that it costs 5 gold pieces for 20 arrows. It
Yeah.
doesn't set like a DC on how hard it is to make them, so you can set the DC for it.
Well, I mean, with that level, it's like that's easy enough to make. It's just that you're using up materials. So it's like that's all downtime activities, and we're on other stuff right now. It's like so while the ship's in motion, you're making arrows, so you're busy. Probably working on the 20 arrows from that many. That's just for regular arrows, right? Wait, does it say fire arrows you asked about, or regular arrows for supplies?
Fire arrows.
What'd you say?
Fire arrows.
Okay, so
Fire arrows.
So that's how many you could make in a day, I imagine.
How many?
20.
Okay, that works.
With the amount of funds spent in the materials, yeah.
It's only 5 gold, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Run has that.
Same damage as my fire bolts.
It does an extra 1d4 fire damage to the target. It will continue to do
1d4?
1 fire damage
Okay.
until an action or bonus action spent to remove it.
I'll just tell him, if you don't care, bring those up whenever you get them made. We gotta go up on Crow's Nest, or they'll be up there. And he'll head back up and he'll tell Jasper that he is going to be busy crafting for a bit, so I'll keep an eye out for the ship, because I have seen it before.
I thought Run said he was doing that in his downtime, like while we were in port for a couple of days.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I thought you were just going to do it as we sailed.
Oh no, that would be the ice bolts that I would be making while we were sailing.
Either way, I'll up in the Crow's Nest keeping an eye out for the ship, because I've seen it before.
I need Run on deck with me.
Yeah, if Run's on deck, he doesn't have time to do the other stuff. So which one do you want? Do you want him on deck to help you out, or do you want him able to make stuff?
That's him that's going to have to choose. I just told Erdon
Okay,
to
so-
tell him to be on deck.
So the fire arrows would be what he would be making while still in dock. It's going to be the ice arrows that he'll be making while sailing, but that's his own personal project.
You stay down in your workshop. Erdon, holler down to me whenever you see that fucking pirate ship.
I do. I'll climb up and
Ew.
perched up in there.
Anyways, I will add those to my There we go. That way, those are. Okay, so after Run's been doing his crafting, he comes up. Uh, uh, what exactly are you needing, Jasper?
Needing some help with the navigation part. I'm not too good at that, and Torin didn't teach me before he left. So I need your help with that.
Okay. Where you need to Arya, where are you, my dear?
You see her on the deck, just sitting with little one. She looks up like, yes, Mr. Wren?
You are proficient by navigation of the celestial bodies, are you not?
I don't know. I know I can guide us.
The stars, dear.
Yes. She thinks for a moment, like, I'm not sure. I know I can. I have a memory for maps, but she kind of gestures around, like, maybe I can give it a try. Where's the map? I'll look at it.
I didn't put a mark on the map where we saw the pirate ship last time.
Would it help that I have the Wanderer feat and can remember everywhere that we've traveled?
I have the Wanderer feat too.
Run just has a hell of an intelligence. That's all.
Yeah, that's why I was like, he'll probably be good at navigation. I know that he's pretty fucking smart.
My character's not intelligent, she's wise.
Same.
As far as where the pirates were when we first encountered them, they were actually down at Silku Bay. We took refuge there in the other timeline.
I think Grizz was marking the Jahaka Bay.
Yeah.
The pirates.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's where the pirates are at.
Yeah, so if Run can just put a spot on that map, and if Arya can help us reach there, then that's fine. I just needed someone to point it out on the map and someone to help me keep on track with this fucking ship. I don't care who it is. Just someone help me. I don't have the sailor background.
I not a problem. And he marks an X right there at where they encountered the pirates in the last time frame.
Alright, we're gonna head that way, see if we encounter them there, or we may encounter them before we even get there. Who knows?
Yeah, because you're coming through this area probably a few days later than you originally were there because of the storms.
Yeah, I didn't know if they would, like, we don't really know if they're going to be in the same place or not, but we're at least going to sail there and, like, maybe come along, across them along the way since they're being a problem to the bay, or if we get there and they're there then.
Alrighty then.
So,
Make it our way.
That's one day gone. Let's find out about the next day.
Survived so far. Woohoo!
Yay!
Don't jinx us. I'll fucking jinx us.
All of a sudden, a
Switch my
giant sea
spells.
serpent rises out of the ocean and attacks the boat. Kidding.
An angry
Don't-
kraken.
Yeah, I think that's the
Possibly.
that would be the wrong sea.
True, but yeah.
That's if we were going to Ithan.
That is true.
Wait, what were you saying? Why then? Hold on. What was the thing you mentioned?
Oh, he mentioned, and a sea serpent comes out of the water and destroys the ship. I was like, no, that would be if we were going to Ithan.
No,
You know, the
Ithan's
Sea of Monsters.
no. Ithan is a desert. It's surrounded by sand. No. If you were heading down to to the continent of Eberus, where Ithan is kind of dead smack in the middle of it, you would have to go through the Sea of Monsters.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you
If
said
we were
if
going
you were
that way.
at Ithan.
No, just going that way.
If we were heading. Anyways,
Okay, I think I'm. Hold on. I think I'm putting in bad keywords to something.
Be clear, figure of ocean. Done. See. Very cool.
I mean, Chonk would love to ride a kraken. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys. I actually got a chance to break out my blue dwarf Chonk, and like as a like an NPC character, but I'm still playing him, but only for like a couple of sessions in another game. The original game that I played him in, the DM for that one is a player in the one that I'm getting to play him in, and so it was kind of like a surprise to them. I'm just like,
Nice.
yeah, they've been wanting me to bring him back so bad, so I was like, okay, here you go, here he is. The DM for that one was like, hey, would you maybe want to be like a guest player for a couple sessions? And I was like, I know exactly what character I'm fucking playing. But you know, cannot get on me right now. You have a water beard.
I was like thinking when you said that, I was playing this game last night called Little Misfortune, and there's a scene where she's like talking nonstop about a kraken after hearing the word kraken and not knowing what it is, only that it's in there, and she's saying, "I want to pet it," because she's a little 8-year-old girl.
Yeah,
She goes,
like
"Oh, I don't know
Chonk,
about petting it."
Chonk lives to eat, drink, and kill things. So he has no fear of sea monsters or anything. So he's like, sure, I'll ride a fucking kraken while I'm trying to kill it.
Yeah, we had a guy do something similar to that in my Sunday game. His most spectacular character death, where where they were fighting a kraken, a sleeping cat kraken, because so it's just a few of its tentacles were kind of whipping around and trying to grab him. And he destroyed one of the tentacles by taking a bunch of grenades they picked up from an extra dimensional plane, basically, and tied it to his sledgehammer and hit said sledgehammer into tentacle. The only reason he didn't die instantly was because he was a barbarian in rage. But another tentacle, after that tentacle was blown apart, came around and just snatched him immediately and dragged him underwater, never to be seen again.
Fun.
Tried.
Alright, so what's we got coming up for the next day?
That's what I'm rolling out now.
Famous last words. Blub
You
blub.
need Erdon rolling any perception checks or anything?
If you want, yeah.
I'm just keeping an eye out for that ship or pirates or anything.
A D. He clicked it, it's just being rude. Yeah, go scroll down. There we go.
Oh, not bad.
So it's better the first time. Woo!
Alright. That day is all clear.
While, like whenever we rest and things, I'm gonna be changing out my fucking spells.
Yep.
Run, what was one of the spells that I told you that I could take? You said 3 of them.
legend lore, scrying, and
Yeah, I remember
commune.
commune. Are you talking about commune with nature?
No, commune, as in you can commune with a deity and ask
Oh yeah,
3 questions.
that one I don't. I have commune with nature.
I think that's a cleric
However,
spell.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
cleric spell. That's one reason why a scroll would have been necessary.
Yeah, no, Hysteria can't get that shit.
Although, hold on a second.
I can do scrying, and Hysteria can get legend lore, but yeah, I thought you were talking about commune with nature, and I was like, yeah, I can totally fucking get that. It'll just take my 5th level spell. You can ask 5 questions, I think, with commune with nature.
Commune of nature. Not quite.
I I got it up in table 3 OOC.
That was
Basically, you can
3
find
facts.
out about. Basically, you can find out about the layout of the land. Basically,
Powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead. Influence from other planes of existence. Buddy, I want to fucking kick your ass. Go away.
All right, next step.
Yeah, like all of those are 4th or 5th level spells, and I know that with the 5th level, they're anywhere from 500 to 5,000 gold. Like I know Run has quite a bit of money, but that's a lot.
yeah, he's got about half of one.
But we are
5,000
going
scroll.
to Dragon Horde, so if we, whenever
Yep.
we go back to port, then you can definitely get them in. Clean out your bag of holding of any unnecessary shit, because we're gonna fill that bitch up.
Well, we do. I do also have a portable hole as well, so there's that too.
Do you think we could put the dragon in a portable hole? Or what if we polymorph the dragon and then put it in the portable hole?
Turn it into a bunny.
Put the hole and just let it suffocate.
Honestly, that's not a fucking bad idea, Arya. Keep that in mind. We may use that for the dragonflies. Just wait
But
like a
anyways.
week before we open the portable hole.
Just don't open it open again for the rest of the campaign unless we want to. Maybe if we throw it at the bad guy, the dragon will still be alive.
So Grizz, the ice bolts that I'm referring to, kind of the same principle as the flare bolts that I created in the previous timeline. Would that be
What about
possible
them?
to create them?
Well, yeah. That's why I was asking. What about them?
Well, I figured that, since the arrows are made already, he was going to work on the ice bolts for his personal stash, since they are going to be going against a red dragon. So, do you remember what the DC was for that, for the bolts?
Should be the same as the previous one.
Okay. I think you had a DC 15 on that. Because they pack quite a bit of a punch. So, alchemy. And that's a 13. So, no go on this time.
Yeah, they still consume the materials, but you
Yeah.
look at them and go, none of these are working.
Well, is it possible for Aria to kind of be fishing? Because I do have the fishing tackle while we're going.
Sure.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
may like Jasper might call to you just to make sure that she's still on the right track occasionally, but
Yeah. Okay. So she's just fishing, and most of her catch goes to little one. So I don't think we're doing any big old ocean fishing.
Correct. So you just need to either use your fishing gear or roll a survival check.
Well, yeah, I do have the I
Hi,
don't think I
Vax.
can roll with the fishing tackle, so I'll roll survival. I got +9. 15.
That sounds good. Adequate. Snagging a few fish to feed your axe beak.
Yeah, it's not. We got plenty of goats, so she's just doing it to pass the time.
And I imagine a small axe, well, small relative to other axebeak. Axebeak appreciates eating fresh fish rather than goat, especially preserved goat. There's a cat on the board.
Oh no.
He's stepping on my notes. He's mostly in my dice tray.
Oh.
Well, it's got multiple compartments, but he was sitting in a compartment that didn't have dice in it. All right. So next day comes. Now it seems you're getting into the storms.
oh, lovely.
Do I have a spell for that? I am a druid. It would make weird, you know?
Probably.
Mm.
You
If
If you
have
have like control
control winds.
storms or
I don't think I have control winds. Yes.
Facts,
also
that's
have
my pen.
control water, so you can try to keep the water around us from being too
Yeah,
choppy and
I do
veering off
have.
course.
I think I do have control. Water.
They should have the same spells that I do, so yeah. I'm have all the spells
Facts,
I have access to
no.
on my sheet, so I'm just reading them off my sheet. Whenever I get 6th-level spells, then I can add all my 6th-level spells onto there. But for right now, I only have the cantrips that I chose through 5th-level spells, so I can change them when I need to.
Let's see, control water. That's 4th level.
Yeah, control water's 4th, control winds is 5th.
Yeah, I could use redirect flow. So when for the water storming, I could go ahead just use the power. Maybe use it by casting it.
Little guy, no.
Use the water, to help us move faster forward. Would you allow that, Grizz?
That might wreck your ship, considering that the storm is pushing you toward. Well, let's see.
Well, it's redirect flow, so I would take the water that's pushing towards the cliffs and
It's
kind of
not the water; it's the air
The
that's
wind?
pushing against your sails.
I also have control wind.
Okay.
But that's you take control of air in a 100-foot cube that you see within range. So, but that's 5th level.
I've got mass cure wounds for my 5th level spells, so I can hit everybody if
It
we
does last an
get real
hour.
fucked up.
So, but a 100-foot cube, that's kind of small when in a ship.
I'll take it too. I can do it. Me and you both.
Yeah.
I should be able to get us both.
So you said this is a pirate ship, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't just like some
What-
like, normal person, like just innocent bystander ship. Like we're going after pirates here, hon.
Okay. Well,
The ship.
fire and wood do not like each other.
The-
Well,
the-
the fire
the-
likes wood, but the wood does not like fire.
The
so
ship
much.
you're on is not a pirate ship.
Not yet.
We're going after a pirate ship, though.
Yes.
I mean, like, I'm keeping my cold lightning just in case, we run into a pirate ship, I can hit their mast. Because,
No.
it's jutting up. It's kind of asking for it. Ooh, woo.
So, what you were talking
But
about
not-
that you wanted to control weather.
Yeah, use
to
control
move your
winds to kind of help, maybe lessen the storms or use the wind. Like, see if we can try to use it to redirect. I know it's not raw, but would we be able to do it since it's in a non-combat setting?
Yeah, keep us on track and keep us from smashing into the fucking cliffs. And also, Jasper is going
Well,
to
keep
be
you
trying to.
you won't be able to fully
make more
redirect. There are other things at play, unfortunately. But
Well, if one of us is using control winds and the other one uses like control water, could we, between the both of us druids, be able to keep our ship mostly steady, so we're not too off course?
you'll be able to do that for an hour because you said it only lasts an hour, right?
Yeah, control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to move a little bit, but the storm itself is not. It's not like that storm is only going to last an hour. The storm, these people that ran into the storm before last time around, it lasted 4 days.
Okay.
Well, I'm also going to be taking a hard right with the ship to get us the fuck away from these cliffs.
All right.
So what about? So can we use our powers to do that?
You said
Keep-
a hard right?
So you
Well,
want
from, like
to
the way that we're sailing,
go
it would be
there-
a right.
and basically
okay.
move a hexagon per day and away from the cliffs. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, like not continue going, but just getting us away from these cliffs so the storm can't bash us into them.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to help?
If you have any control water or any wind spells, that would be great.
Let me see. Uh. Doesn't
You'll
look
see-
like it.
You'll see Run kind of running around like a chicken with his head cut off, telling the crew, hang the ballast, trim the sails, batten down the hatches.
All right, so I'm gonna use my control water to see if I can help move us to our rights. Since it's only going to last about an hour anyway. That I think using it to have us go like a hard right away from the storm would probably be the most efficient use of magic.
Away from the storm? At least you're
Not
away
away from the
cliffs.
storm, the cliffs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved your ship with the amount of
Okay.
spells being used to move it. That's where you can get to. You're still very much being buffeted by the storm, being pushed back towards the cliffs. Because the storm, as I said, lasting days. But, with a few spells, you can get yourself away from there without too much trouble.
Yeah, control water. I have 3. It's level 4, and I have 3 spell slots.
Yeah, I've got the same, so just if you want to tell us how many spells we have to use for that, and we'll mark them off.
You're gonna stay here the entire duration of the storm?
We're gonna try to sail through it.
Well, you aren't. You're making like an inch of progress and getting pushed back each day, because it tries to push you back down after, because you can only control it for an hour and the storm is ongoing. So you're not gonna be able to sail through the storm.
Yeah, that I'm just gonna try to keep us where we are, and instead of being like super pushed back and adding way more days onto this.
We're just trying to keep ourselves in one place instead of going backwards.
Yeah. So basically, with your spells, you'll be able to move 1 hexagon per day. Is basically how it's gonna work.
That's
Okay.
fine. As long as we don't hit the cliffs, we're good. We'll use the spells to like keep the ship up and away from the cliffs.
Which means we'll be won't have any access to 4th or 5th level spells until the day after the storm ends.
Yeah.
All right. Storm has cleared up, and it's smooth sailing again.
Maria
Right.
sneezes because she's been out in the storm for the past 4 days. And she kind of sniffles and gives Jasper a weak thumbs up.
Just kind of give you a nod on my head, and Aria, go grab a blanket, warm yourself up.
Maria nods like, alright. And she'll go back down to the deck, to her room where she sent little one down the second raindrops had begun to fall.
And while we're doing that, I guess I'll try it again to make those frosty
get a
bolts.
All
Long
right.
rest in at some point.
Well, you've had multiple days, so yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to like make sure I could mark my spells back up.
All right. This time the bolts work out perfectly. Do you wish to continue on your way after the storm has abated?
Trying to find some pirates.
Do it.
Dom's gonna keep rolling perceptions.
David has kind of been keeping his eyes towards the cliffs, remembering those men from last time.
One of the places on the map, like its name is still covered, so it just like looks like Onga.
Orlanga?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't.
Yeah, that's
Nobody
Orlanga.
knows what's over there.
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah,
Orlanga.
you're too far away from the shore to see anything.
Oh, we see cliffs.
No.
The
What I'm,
mountains.
you can sort of see the cliffs, but they're in the distance. You're too far away from the shore to see anything.
We see mountains then, because mountains
yeah,
are
you
pretty
see
high.
the tops of the mountains, but you don't really see much of anything else at this distance. So
Okay.
you're too far away to see individual people, is what I'm saying. Because you said he was looking to look out for the people.
It. Don's just keeping a general eye for seeing if he can see the ship, the pirate ship, or just anything else that may fuck with us.
You do see ripples in the water. It looks like somebody or something, or a group of somethings might be inspecting your boat from underneath.
Immediately tell everyone about that. Like, I think there's something under us.
Jasper is doing a control water and getting them the fuck out from under our ship. He is
Maria
jettisoning
raises her
through the
hand.
water.
It's like,
Well,
I could cast water breathing, and you could tie a rope around me, and we could talk.
Floof can become a crab.
First, I'm getting them away from our ship, so control water, jet them away from the ship. If they would like to come up to the surface of the water, then we can talk.
No, it looks like they've dived down much deeper.
Must be the mer people.
All are up to it on. Keep an eye out, make sure they don't come back. If they do, tell me.
I do.
Making our way.
All right.
I ain't fucking with no mer people. I ain't fucking with nobody trying to fuck with our ship.
Right?
They could have been helpful.
That is true.
And I do have water breathing.
Just keep moving along here. Early.
Actually, Aria, if you would like to use that water breathing to make sure that they didn't put anything on the bottom of the ship, that would be helpful.
She nods and would spend 10 minutes casting water breathing as a ritual, granting the party plus 4 crew members the ability to breathe in water for the next 24 hours, then tie a rope around her waist and dive into the water to go look.
All right, so I'm gonna assume that's before this day is finished.
Yeah.
All right, so you roll me a perception or investigation check, please.
Perception. I'm much better at perception.
Who all needs to roll?
Whoever's going underwater.
Oh, okay. I'm not going underwater.
Dovik, grab the other end of her line. If she tugs on it, you pull her ass up as quick as you can.
On it.
You don't see anything.
All right. Say all clear.
All right, I pull her up.
On the following day, as you get closer and closer to Pirate Bay and start sailing around, you notice some distressed women along the bank of the shore over here. They're waving at you. There is what looks to be a damaged canoe sitting on washed up on the beach.
Do I have ability to sense Fae? Because this reminds me of what happened
Do you
when we
have
went
the
by
ability
Oregon.
to sense Fae?
I'm checking it out now. May or may not. I don't know. Because I said, Aria recognized, kind of. She's seen this before. It happened on their way to Orlonga. And we were told, like, oh, those were Fae. I think somebody said that. It was either, it could have been Kyle, could have been, our guide, Iku. I can't remember.
Might have been, but if you believe that, if your character has seen that before and believes it, then that's probably what you're gonna act on, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm just seeing if she would have anything to double check.
I think the closest I can think of is detect good and evil.
Yeah, but I think that's a cleric spell.
No, it's a druid spell.
Oh, where
It's
is
both.
First level.
first level? Detect magic.
Yeah, you can, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures, so yeah, it's not really what you're looking for.
No, that's protection.
Oh.
I want
That's
detect.
protection from good and evil.
Yeah. I'd be thinking, oh, probably thinking of that
Okay.
one. Not detect.
Can Run sense any magic on these?
How far away
Lovely
can you sense
ladies.
magic?
Just a second. You know what? Give me just a second here to bring up my It's probably 30 feet. So because that's
Yeah.
Wait,
what detect magic
you're
is.
like at least 100 times beyond that range. You're 300 to 500 feet away.
Dovit, Dovit sees this. He's kind of hesitant because we're so close to where the pirates are. He's kind of convinced himself that it could be a trap.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, Perhaps Floof and I can go parlay.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I think I saw this on the way to Erlongo. Or was it after? Mr. Kyle might have been there. I know it was something about a hag. He's mentioned sensing hags. It's been a while, but I think this seems familiar. I don't think we should trust them.
I'm with her. You're too close to where the pirates are. For all we know, they could be waiting.
Erdon, what say
Suppose
you
they
about...
could be bait for new slaves or something.
Erdon, what do you say about stopping?
Anybody done an insight check on them?
We're too far away.
Oh. Isn't this around where
Yeah.
the pirates were?
This is right. We're right here, like around the corner.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
Sorry. At this rate, you'll be there the next day.
Run can fly,
Dawn can fly.
and Floof can fly.
Well, I think we can finally fly now, Jasper. Now that we hit level 9.
Yeah, we get fly speed now, but we can't talk in our forms. But Asteria can also cast fly.
I mean, we could kind of
Hmm.
put the anchor out and fly over and talk to them. Keeps them from getting on our ship, or somebody needs to stay and watch to make sure nobody sabotages our ship.
I'll stay back and watch the ship.
I've been hearing language in streams. I think it's Sylvan. I might be able to say something. Maybe you'll catch them out off guard. If they are Fae, they would know Sylvan, right?
Jasper is also going to stay on the ship and just keep an eye on the water, make sure that nothing is underwater fucking with the ship again.
So,
Tell me what you
Asteria-
need me to do.
Asteria like to cast fly on Aria. Go, me and Aria will go over there, and I'll just provide cover.
And
The
Run will
trap.
be going as well, but riding on the back of Floof.
Wait, I also have water walk, so if we can take 10 minutes so I can cast it as a ritual. And then we should all be able to walk across the water.
Don's still probably just gonna fly.
Yeah, he has a broom.
Oh, he has a broom.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
a flying broom. Sorry.
And I got a flying familiar.
You can still cast the spell, and that'll save Asteria a spell slot as well. It'll save you a wild shape.
So Arya will take 10 minutes to cast a water walk on herself, Asteria, and up to 8 other people who want it.
Okay, so go ahead and cast it on Run, just in case something
Okay.
does happen. He could at least.
If something else happens, we can all just run across the water.
Yeah. If you
As
want
the
to go,
Creel
just
would
cast it
say,
on all of
run
us.
away!
It wouldn't hurt to cast it on all of us, then, just in case.
Yeah,
Well,
so since I can cast
Jasper-
it up to 10 people, I might as well
Oh,
cast it
well
on
then.
everyone.
Sure, fuck it. I was saying Jasper
Why
and
not?
Michael are staying on the ship, but
Why
Who
not?
doesn't want to play jump rope on the ocean surface?
Is Dovit staying on the ship, or is it going with you all? What does he need to do?
But
Huh?
one I'm really
Right.
not sure of. You can go with them and be muscle for them, or you can stay with us and be muscle for us in case anything tries to fuck with the ship while they're gone.
Which group needs more muscle? currently.
Well, there's 3 of us going to the shore already, so
I would
3 of us stay
say
on the
stay
ship.
on the ship, yeah,
Right.
because with everyone here,
You got a squishy on the ship, so stay on the ship.
Right.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
and Run's got some new toys to play with, so there's that.
Good luck, guys. Be very careful. I don't trust them.
Yeah, you too.
If you need any help, Radon, shoot a fire arrow up like a flare.
Can do.
Did you put
Just
the
a
fire
reminder:
arrows?
if you are 500 feet away, it's gonna take several rounds to be able to get there.
Water walk only lasts an hour, so maybe we shouldn't.
Water walk wouldn't be a problem. I'm talking about every round you can only move so many, like 60 feet with move and dash. So
Yeah.
If you guys get into
takes-
trouble, it's gonna take us a while to get there.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get as
So
close to the shore as I can without worrying about
So-
like
Or
crashing
another
into
way of putting
debris.
it is, if you get into a battle, by the time that you fire off an arrow, the battle's gonna be over one way or another.
So
Before
maybe
the
it's
rest
a.
of your party can get there.
I mean, like, if we're all suspicious of them, why do anything to them at all? Just leave them hanging.
We could just leave them here until we deal with the pirates.
Yeah.
That
If
option.
they're what Aria suspects they are, and they might be hags, honestly, they might still be there when we get done with the pirates.
Doesn't look like they're going anywhere, so we could just leave them.
I mean, they're not in like immediate danger. They're just...
Well, I mean, so Run with. Most likely, they would do a charm spell of some sort, which is usually either a charisma or a wisdom savings throw.
Jasper needs to stay the fuck on the ship. Because I do not have high charisma, guys.
Run, being a rock gnome, has advantage on wisdom saves.
We'll just leave them for now. They're not going anywhere. If they're still there whenever we're coming back out, we'll deal with them then.
And Aria will pipe
Sounds,
up.
sounds like a plan to me.
Besides, if there are pirates here and 3 women, it doesn't make sense why they wouldn't be captured and
Well,
made slaves. So they're either more powerful than the pirates, or they're a part of the pirates.
They haven't been noticed by the
well,
pirates yet.
I can say for a fact that these 3 were not with the pirates when we encountered them. This is a different situation. Well, if I could be allowed to at least get close enough, I could be able to suss out if they are trustworthy or not.
And we can deal with them when we get back. Doesn't have to be now.
He shrugs. Well, onwards and upwards.
Move forward.
Don's just gonna sit up in the crow's nest and wave at them as they wave at us.
Dick.
Dovit chimes up, and just as when we fought them last time, we did not have Torin with us either. He was out of commission.
Well, that's true.
Yep.
Actually, no, we did have Torin.
Oh, he was sick on the ship, remember? He wasn't fighting with us. He was on the ship, but he was sick, so he was in his quarters. He couldn't make it to that session.
No, I played his character.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
The only time that he ever used his breath weapon other than the
The merchant.
yeah. Because we also had a call storm going on as well, I believe.
Oh, I'm still keeping an eye on the water just to be sure.
I'm helping.
I didn't trust that shit, so persuasion or perception with advantage. Roll these fucking saves. Damn it.
Hey.
Whoa, okay.
I'll roll as well. Why not?
Well, you were helping, so that's why I got advantage.
Oh, okay.
We'll stick with the natural 20.
Yeah, we'll stick with that.
Typically, if you take a help action, it's each person rolls their own. They roll once, or one person can roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the next morning, just I guess just before we arrive to the Pirate Bay, Arya will cast water breathing as a ritual. So that way, if any one of us, needs to escape, we can just, swim down in the ocean and breathe water and hopefully get out of there. Just in case, anyone needs to escape.
Is water breathing 4 people?
It's 10 people.
Okay.
24 hours.
Damn.
So it'd be all the party.
So, do we see a pirate ship?
The only thing you guys saw was the 3 women on the bay. And you were talking about what you're going to do, and if you're going to do anything or not.
Well,
The water breathing would be the next morning when we're about to face the pirates. Or
Yeah.
while we're sailing into the actual bay.
Yeah, we were basically saying we were going into the next day.
Yeah.
We're not going to do anything about the woman for now.
Yeah. We need to take care of pirates first. That's what we were hired for.
Also, none of us trust those women, really.
Not really.
All right. Vax, you can't be sitting there. I need to use that book. Little guy. I know you're cute and all, but you have to move. You're very, very cute. And you look very settled, but you have to get off of that. Thank you, little guy. Sorry, he likes to lay on books.
Guess you're good.
Alright, yep, those women are still out there when you raise in the morning. And you sail into the bay.
Yep.
And this time around, you do not see a big ship in there. It looks like you are possibly a day or two late. That it already sailed out somewhere and didn't spot you, or you didn't spot it on the way out.
Now, there is a cave where the ships go.
Yeah, that's what I was flipping the page to. I was gonna bring up the.
We didn't see the ship, so
This is Run telling the crew.
Ah, okay.
there is a cave that the ships can go into, and there's also a tavern there.
One of them may know where the ship went off to, so we can try to ask, but these are pirates, so they probably won't tell us.
Actually, the proprietor of the tavern is not really a pirate. He just makes good money.
We can try it.
Arya's gonna raise her hand like, if all the pirates are gone, they can't stop us from taking over this pirate bay for ourselves, can they?
Believe it or not, we actually did that once. And Run just smiles. Though
Jasper checks her pocket.
it was a very brief moment.
Jasper checks her pocket. Is the coin still there?
Coin's still there.
Yes,
Okay.
you still have the coin.
People are getting started with the fucking fireworks early.
Oh boy.
Why are there fireworks today?
Because people are fucking stupid here, and they can't just wait until the 4th of July, and then for a couple months afterwards, we'll hear them randomly.
Do you have any dogs that get upset at this?
I have cats that do, and it pisses me off every fucking time. Like, dude, just keep it to the fucking holiday. That's... Get it. They're cool. I don't fucking care. People have animals, and also people with PTSD can't stand that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Birthday of the greatest country to ever live.
We're not. No, we're not going there. Not today. We ain't going there. Anyway, try to, if we can, dock the ship, head into the cave, and I guess go talk to some pirates.
David looks at Erdon and says, Erdon, you're not flying away into the wind this time.
Yep. Learned last time.
You know,
What did I
actually forgot
miss?
all about that.
Flying away into the wind. What?
Story for another time.
Something about flying brooms and getting whisked away.
Sounds
Well.
interesting.
Time to go get a drink and meet some old friends in the old tavern here. Or new friends. I guess is everybody going in except for like the crew?
Arya
I
will
mean, we
kind
can
of look
always-
around and say, I don't know if I should go in. I might not be able to act as needed.
So
I think-
here's what you guys see, by the way, when you are closing in on it. You spot a narrow strip of land between the cliff and the water that's closed off by a 15-foot high wall made of thick palm logs lashed together with stout vines. Their bottoms are set into the ground, and the whole wall seems to be braced along the inner side with more palm logs. It looks like this gate is meant primarily to keep out dinosaurs, undead, and other unsavory types. As you sail in, did you say you guys are actually sailing in?
That would probably be the smart thing to do.
Yep.
Yeah, as you go sailing in, you spot that there is at least one big ship already anchored inside.
Run.
Does
Is that our
this
ship?
ship look familiar to Run?
I forget how many of the ships did you fight? Did you just fight one, or did you fight two, or did you fight all three?
Got one.
Just the one.
There was only one.
Yeah, from my notes, I don't think it's the one that you saw.
Okay.
David looks at Arya. Arya, if I may, it might be better for us to stay together, because if the pirates were to show up and you're the only one on the ship, there was at least 13 pirates, a druid, the first mate, and a weatherboard as the captain.
You probably won't be able to fit your entire ship in there, but you can probably take, anchor, um, just just outside the underhang and bring a dinghy in to go exploring.
That's fine. Jasper's gonna stay on the ship. Asteria's gonna go.
Well, we do
I
have
will hang back
a
as well.
we do have a pocket dinghy.
That is true.
Put it to some use. Oh god, our fucking tokens are still here from last time.
Wait, where are your tokens?
All the way at the bottom.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I forgot you guys were here. My bad. I thought I'd overlooked that.
Good.
Yeah, I looked around. I didn't see your tokens. But I was looking inside the tavern. I wasn't looking down there, sadly.
Not sure if it'd be a good idea to go in, so I'm just gonna hang back at the ship as well.
Okay.
At
Oh,
least we
sorry.
don't have to worry about getting teleported this time.
Arya, something
you
still is
you
very
are.
wrong with your stats. They all say 15.
Yes. Only my armor class should be 15. Where's my token? There it is. So you want the green to be what?
Green is AC, blue is passive wisdom, and red is HP.
My passive wisdom is still 15, so 57. There we go. Now it's updated.
I don't have Asteria's passive wisdom or whatever on hers, or passive perception.
I think I got everyone who said they were going to shore.
Put mine on there.
You can put Floof's token on there too, the
You-
closet one.
You could drag and drop on there if you like. I was looking at
Okay.
the actual PCs.
What should we tell them that we're here for?
We
say
could
that
say that we're
Erdon would,
looking for information.
I say that Erdon would remember the names of some of the people in here because I came in and kind of partied with them.
You mean like Bosco?
Yeah,
Yeah, he'd be the one that you probably remember.
just be like, I'll just tell them I'm here to see Bosco.
And you remember where the inn is? I mean, not the inn, the tavern.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk in there like I'm an absolute regular.
All right, hold on. I'll drag and drop your tokens down. I'll move your tokens down there. You're not actually in the water. I just need to readjust. Oh, no, I did not mean to move the... I didn't mean to grab the boat.
Oops. Drop the boat right on top of the tavern.
Drop the
The
boat.
boat goes over there. I just didn't realize there was an actual token and not part of the map.
She touched the butt.
The fuck?
All right, so you open up the door, and this place
Yep.
seems to be, it's got a few a few people in there, a few tougher looking individuals sitting up at the bar, laughing a bit. The structure, like the others around here, are created from the hull of a ship, but it seems to be flipped upside down. Inside, various people seem to be relaxing, as I said, including 3 that seem especially robust up at the actual bar itself. The smell of old food and stale tobacco meet your nostrils as you walk in.
Where exactly is this tavern okay, like kind of over here.
Hold on.
Where's... No, like
I just see
The outside of it.
darkness.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
You're not on the map.
Well, yeah.
Well, if
You're
you,
still on the ship.
you didn't want to come in here, so.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying, like, where this is like a little thing that shows the inside of the tavern, like, where exactly is it located on the actual map? Like, over here?
That'd be
I can't
right here.
see all that. Okay.
Alright, so Don opens the door. He walks in. Does he see Bosco?
Yeah, Bosco is behind the bar, currently serving the 3 that are standing there.
Alright, he'll walk up. Trevor, Philip, Billy, how's it hanging, fellas? And he's gonna walk up to Bosco. Hey, man, looking for some people. You know,
Bosco kind of
ladies,
frowns
yeah.
and squints at you, looking you over. Yeah, standing at the bar, the 3 individuals you see are 2 humans and a half-orc. They do not look familiar.
Oh.
But Bosco frowns at you. I don't think I know you. What do you want?
Bosco. You know me. Really? You really gonna tell me you don't know me? Bosco. I've known you for like 6 months.
The half-orc kind of turns and starts staring you down.
Run throws a pouch of 50 gold coins up onto the counter in front of Bosco. You know us. We're looking for the Werebore captain. You know where he went?
The Bosco kind of like takes the pouch as the 3 at the bar continue to drink. The one captain is kind of chuckles a bit as he finishes his drink and just kind of look the one big human, not the half orc, kind of chuckles a bit, finishing his drink and like looks you over. Huh, you're going after that werebore, huh? Look. I heard the dragon headed off the other day, looking for new prey.
In which direction did they head?
Ugh,
And he
it's
pulls
not like
out
I
another.
keep track of them.
And he pulls out another couple of gold coins and starts kind of like running them around his little fingers, kind of like the coin flip over the. Oh, just a general direction is all I'm looking for.
I do an insight to see if I can tell if they know where they are, but they're hiding it.
Go for it.
I help with that.
God damn, fucking dice are treating me like shit tonight. Ardon said he was gonna help before he saw the roll, so can I roll again?
Hold on 1 second.
I had to go get my fucking physical dice, because these are not good tonight.
Yeah, you're not doing too well there. 121.
Well, yeah, Ardon rolled a 1, I rolled a 1, then an after 20, then the 1, and I was just like, oh my god.
You either go high or low today.
We'll just
no.
say that as Run's asking his questions, he'll.
But I was asking if
Also-
I could roll again, because Ardon did say he was gonna help before he saw the roll.
So, the human, the rather flamboyant looking human, says,
Yes, I
looking
know.
at Run and eyeing his money pouch. Why you after a luck? He do something quite unsavory to your mum.
He'd only be so lucky. No, we just have a contract that would like to discuss some stuff with him.
That asshole doesn't discuss contracts last I looked.
Oh, the contract's not with him. The contract is about him.
Is it now? So you're doing someone else's dirty work, are ya?
Helping out a friend.
Let's just say that it's more of a pleasure thing for myself. We'll just say that I just need to tie up some old business. He says as he cocks his head.
Oh, see, now your story keeps changing there, Gnome. You have to stick to one if you ever think you're gonna lure that asshole in.
While they're all talking, Arya will try to get Bosco's attention and try and order a mead.
Bosco kind of nods and pours out a mead to you.
And she'll flip him what?
Well, it's not.
How much is it? 2 silver? 3 silver?
He kind of gestures at Run and says, he's buying the drinks tonight.
Arya nods and raises her mug before taking a sip.
There is a contract, but I took it because as I said, kind of a personal business with the werebore.
A lot of people
You
want to
see-
see that one done. You know, he killed his own captain a year ago, and now he's running things on his ship.
Oh yes, I recall.
You don't look
Sarah's
like
gonna
no
talk to
pirate I've
Bosco.
ever seen. Bosco just kind of looks, eyes you. Drink?
Would you happen to know where the werebore captain went?
No, I don't know anything more than him. He kind of nods at the flamboyant guy.
Didn't tell you any job that he was taking, any direction he may be going, when he would be back,
He's
anything?
not the most chatty of the captains. He just likes to announce that he's going out and goes out and does his own thing, and we're lucky if he shares the booty.
Would there be anyone here that he might talk to other than his crew, like somebody that might still be here?
Also kind of rubs his chin in thought. You know, he's the sort of guy that if he was stupid enough to talk about where his comings and goings, lots of people would be lining up to sell him out. He's not all that well liked.
I figure Run would probably overhear this. Bosco, what? Just out of curiosity, is the druid Stormeye still with the vagabond captain?
You mean Eyes of the Deep?
Yeah, that's it.
Of course she is. What? Why do you think she wouldn't be?
Oh, not even the crew really likes him that much.
Well, yeah, maybe they'll mutiny just like he mutinied in the beginning.
David's kind of over here examining the table that he remembers smashing last time.
Do we, just out of curiosity, is there any deck wizards about?
Deck wizard?
Some, perhaps one of the deckhands might dabble and might know a spell or two. I was perhaps wondering if there might be one that might know these spells, scry.
He seems to be thinking for a moment. Not that I know of.
Well,
Asteria will speak up. I know Jasper can get it.
well, looks like we may not get the answers here.
I got one more question for you there, Bosco. You're in a cove with a tavern. You guys have a lookout?
Fosco smiles. Oh, the lookout saw you guys coming in, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, where's he at?
They are stationed outside somewhere. I don't. It's not like I keep track of them. Why?
If anybody saw which way they would have went, it would have been them.
Are you talking about the women that are outside the bay?
He kind of frowns, staring at you. Women?
Aria will be like, I told you they were sus.
It looks like they crashed their canoe. Not entirely sure. I thought maybe they were your lookouts.
Kind of like takes a long, hard look at Asteria, looking her up and down. You know,
Being honest.
I would have figured you were one for the Feywild, given your satyr, though I've heard that some satyrs have spent their entire lives here in the material plane. There are these things that haunt the Fey realms that also haunt the seas out here. Sea hags, they're called. They really like to pretend to be damsels in distress to lure people out to their deaths.
Aria's just gonna kind of go not super quietly, but like, knew it.
Looking back on it, would Asteria recognize them to be sea hags?
It seems probable, yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't get a very good look at them, and I have spent my entire life here. I've heard of them, but I wasn't looking too closely.
I don't think they could have been as bad as the green hag we fought. Nanny Poo Poo. I think that's what she was called.
We're three
That
of
was
them,
a.
though.
Hmm?
We're three of them.
We'll just take a long sip of her mead.
Well, I guess the lookout's the best we got right now. I want to go find them and talk to them. And he'll start kind of backing to the door. Well, you guys have all been gents just like always. And then he'll look at the far corner of the room and yell, "Face spider!" Does anybody look?
They're all just staring at you.
I'm just kidding with y'all. I'll see you
Bosco
later,
does
Bosco,
not
you
look
crazy
amused.
goat. And I'll walk out the door.
Aria was like, since run paid, can I get another mead to go?
I don't have any to-go glasses. You can stay here and drink.
She'll look to Run, who's already gone, and to Asteria.
Oh, Run hasn't left yet.
Asteria would probably have her own tankard on her belt due to her backstory of drinking. Can I just hold that out to him? Can you fill this up?
Yeah, sure.
Appreciate you.
Come to find out, it is a bottomless stein.
She will toss him a gold. I'm a bard. I have a lot of it. I don't give a fuck.
Well, as long as somebody else is there, Aria will still stay there and nurse a few meads. She's not foolish enough to just drink them all down.
Well, after he fills up Asteria's tankard, she'll hand it to you and just be like, "All right, let's go, Aria."
Okay. She'll wave at the three men and start sipping as they go back to the ship.
Asteria will kind of just like do a bow, kind of like take off a non-existent hat and like do a bow and then leave.
If there are two
And,
people
of
up on the
course-
roof of this place,
So run.
So if you guys are leaving the tavern there, where are you going next?
I was just gonna like as soon as we get out the doors. Wasn't there two people up on the roof?
Yeah, there's some people up on the roof.
Just gonna yell up to them, "Hey, have you seen, or are either of you the lookout?"
I'm back.
You hear a bit of laughter coming from up there. Ah, we're town lookouts, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're looking for somebody. My little friend here specifically is looking for somebody. Have you seen anybody?
We're looking
by
for
this
the.
description?
I tell him the name of the ship.
Ugh, the Dragon Fang. That left yesterday. You just missed it.
Would you happen to know which direction they sailed?
No, it's really difficult to see outside the bay from here.
He turns to the group. Well, it looks like that our next choice to ask would be the hags.
I think he was talking about there's lookouts at the end of the bay. I would know.
Y'all do have lookouts or that's posted near the mouth of the bay. Run calls up.
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting to the right page. Well, there are watchtowers. If anybody gets past the shoreline defenses, which you guys successfully did. So we saw you coming in, but if you're talking about be able to see where people go after they leave the full bay instead of just this little section here, no, there's not.
Well, we'll be moving on to the next part of our mission. You know.
Quick question: if he left the bay yesterday, and yesterday we were by the mouth of the bay, would we have seen him?
You got to the mouth of the bay in the evening yesterday.
Okay.
We didn't pass them at all on our way.
Correct.
So that means they probably would have sailed either south or west. Oh, no. Yeah, either south or west, because we came from the north.
Well, we can always go to the watchtower and check there, see if they saw anything or saw which direction they went. If they didn't, then we'll go and
I
deal
thought
with
the watchtower is who you just talked to.
We do have the other we want to. So we don't have to go with him first. Remember, they wanted all three gone.
They wanted 3 captains gone?
Wasn't that the goal?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Specifically, she wanted the head of 3 captains.
I think that
One ship is here.
But they also said that those types of gems that we're doing this for, those types of agate, are in the mines with the dragon.
With the fire newts.
Yes.
It was like fire newts. That's what. Um.
So
Fire no two are in servitude to a fire dragon.
Okay.
if we can't find any leads, worst case scenario, we can go to mine and probably find what you need there, as well as great dragon horde and as much iron as you could ever want.
Well, if
Question,
we
Grizz.
need 3 captain's heads, there's 1 ship here.
Listening.
Would we have gotten a description of the 3 captains?
For the names of their ships.
You got a scroll describing them. But since you already knew what one of them looked like, I think you just put that away. You decided to potentially go after that first one first and figure out who the other 2 were after that or something.
Maybe we should go back to the ship and look at the scroll.
Asteria is the. I think Asteria was the one that got it. I think
Mm.
she would still be the one to have it. So pull it
Yep.
out and. Do any of the descriptions meet anyone that we just saw in the tavern?
Yes. The
Son
guy
of a
you
bitch.
spent the guy you spent a long time talking about, who seemed to have 2 other people that looked pretty strong and capable with him, match the description of one of the captains. Captain Lescular of the Sturge.
We could just go back in. They don't know that we're coming. They thought we left.
Or wait out here and wait for them to try to run off and leave.
Yes, but I don't really want to fight them on the ship.
No, we're not gonna let them get to the ship.
Fireball the ship. It's fine.
You do realize you've got people just above your heads that can possibly hear you from over here, from where you're talking.
Whispering, walking, and talking down the
Pier.
walkway. Yeah, down the pier.
Back to the ship.
Just haven't moved our tokens because it's a very short pier.
Now, if we want to take a long walk off the short pier,
If we're walking and talking, and whispering. We.
How hard would it be to meet up with everybody if I decided to leave the ship?
Well, you need another dinghy or access to fly or something of that nature.
Oh, gotcha.
So, let's go back to the ship and tell Jasper and Michael what we have learned. And we have one of the ships here. Keep a watch through the night. If that ship tries to leave, then we'll know.
So I'm gonna take a little rest and kind of out in the bay and just see what they do.
Keep an eye, make sure no one leaves. Ship here, and so if anyone tries to leave, then it'll have to be them.
And what if another one comes back and we end up sandwiched between 2 ships?
That's a possibility, but they're also docked and currently drinking. So who says that they'll even come out and fight us just because we're fighting another ship?
I mean, we never mentioned that they were somebody we were looking for.
We just said that we were looking for the wearboard captain.
Apparently, everybody hates that guy.
So, what
this
about
is a definite.
It's a definite what?
he said, no one seems to like him. I was like, that is definite.
What if they like the guy we're currently after? Do you think they'll cause troubles? Maybe it'd be better for us to meet him out on sea. Or do you think we'll come back so that way we don't ruin a rest here? Because we might need their help to find the other captains.
For the captain?
Well, I could always sneak aboard the ship and do some tinkering. He smiles.
And we do have water breathing for 24 hours.
And if you could put just a little hole in the bottom of the ship.
Oh, I could do quite a bit of stuff.
I mean, if their ship sinks, then we're certain that they'll be here, that they won't leave.
Uh, well, of course. So, me and Flute can do that. It might be best if it is just the two of us. And of course, Flute can always pop back if something happens.
Mr. Rudd,
From,
can I go with you? I can at least go invisible. And I can help you.
that might be a good idea as long as you just follow my lead.
Can do.
Could always just
All right.
fireball the ship and burn it down too. I mean,
I
Not-
shouldn't have
not-
ever mentioned that idea to you because it's like ever since I did, you mentioned fireballing a ship 3 times.
oh, I was already
Right,
thinking about it before you even mentioned it. It was like, wooden ship.
Not quite as subtle.
Yeah, not quite as subtle. That'll alert a lot of people. Talking about just putting little hole in the bottom of the ship, and it'll start to sink.
Rodon's
It's
gonna
true.
find a little bottle of rum, go up to the crow's nest, and start singing a sea shanty horribly.
You might need to put 1 or 2 on each end.
Aria's gonna raise her hand. What if they inspect the ship and then repair the holes?
And we fireball the ship.
If we see them leaving, then we fireball the ship.
Only take
I
one,
like that
2
idea.
arrows, 2 fire arrows to their main sails, and they ain't going anywhere. So
I could call lightning and just hit it with a bolt.
works too.
This is
Or
also
we
true.
do all 3 and just go absolutely nuts on them.
Just unleash everything. I like that idea.
And we do
Total
need to
chaos and mayhem.
We need the captain's head.
Eh,
Kind of have to kill him.
Run looks to oh shoot, I'm having a brain fart.
Later.
Astra,
Asteria.
Asteria. Are you ready to go?
Yep. And I will go ahead and... Should I wait to cast invisibility on myself, or should I do it now?
Wait till we get a little bit closer. I do know that invisibility lasts for about an hour, so there is that.
Alright. So, yep. Going into the
So-
water with Run, and I'll wait till we get a little bit closer. Okay, polymorph myself. I can become a big-ass shark, or a big-ass whale. Whale comes up out of the water, eats their ship.
Bad idea as well.
Release the
I feel like there's a whole
Kraken!
dick about a captain and a whale.
Monstro.
Call me Moby Dick.
What about if somebody cast fly on you, you flew over the ship and then you wild shaped into a
Oh.
whale.
Actually, Hysteria can cast fly.
I could just take you up on
No,
the
somebody
broom.
cast fly on you.
Well,
Well,
there's
no,
two,
it has to
there's
be.
two me's. There's Hysteria me and Jasper me. You gotta be specific, girl.
Well, we can do it with Jasper because Jasper is a druid. Have you seen a whale though?
Not in person, but I've seen a whale, yeah.
In character?
Character? Maybe? I mean, we've been
We
on the
What
fucking
about a
ocean for
giant
days.
crocodile? So, Arya. So we cast fly on Arya, and she flies over their pirate ship, and then wild shapes into a giant crocodile.
Whale would crush their ship, though. Giant crocodile may not go all the way through the ship.
True, a whale would.
Yeah, a whale would have to worry about going through the ship. It's just crushes the fucking thing.
Well, if you started from high enough up.
True.
Yeah, killer whale is a huge beast.
Yeah.
I can wild shape into it right now. And blue whale is, let's see. I can't wild shape into a blue whale because that's challenge rating 12. It's gargantuan. We'll worry about the holes for now. So, run, Hysteria, in water, going over to ship, casting invisibility, myself at a certain point, putting holes in ship. They try to leave, we do the other plan of turning into a killer whale and crushing their ship. And fireball.
All right, so
Do fireball first,
Oh,
then killer whale.
Or like if they try to leave while you're under the ship, you can put yourself up on like on one side of it and shift and capsize it.
No, Hysteria is going with run. Jasper can wild shape.
Fireball. Fireball. No,
Okay.
so so you want to swim or do you want to take a boat?
We have water breathing. We might as well swim.
Yeah,
and then
if
that
you
way
have
nobody
water
will see
breathing.
us. We'll be underwater.
Okay, so this would be a thing of stealth.
I will give you Bardic Inspiration 4. So, well, actually, I'll give myself Bardic Inspiration 4 because I can do that. Actually, fuck it. I'm not going to worry about the Bardic Inspiration because I got a fucking plus 10 to stealth. I'm GG's. What the fuck did I roll on that? 13. Oh, 23 with the plus 10.
So
And
Run is
there's,
sneaking around the pirate harbor, heading to the Sturge.
With the Hysteria. I rolled physical dice, so 23 total.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, so the two of you are sneaking around the pirate lair, heading for the pirate ship.
all right, so the sneak aboard. You know, I have a few other things that I can do. So I figured by now we probably have invisibility up since we get to the ship. So do we need to do an investigation check or something? Because I would like to have a layout. Know what kind of layout is the ship.
So basically, you're attempting to get on board the ship.
Yes, I'm going to assume that that would be another stealth check.
Yes, it would
Well,
be.
that was not the plan, Run.
No.
When does Run ever follow a plan? That was kind of on you.
That's a valid point.
A hole is easy to patch.
And what?
Dismantled cannons are even harder to repair.
And say something about that before I choose to go with you.
Well, Run did say follow his lead.
Okay.
And Asteria did agree.
What you're gonna do? You're going to anyway.
So we got invisibility though. So that means advantage on stealth. Damn.
Hang on. Before.
Did you roll that at advantage?
Yes. Roll 2 dice.
All right. In spite of the hoods, because of your stealth roll, you were able to get quietly and unseen onto the ship. And it's laid out a lot like your own ship. So easy to navigate.
Okay, so are there any cannons
Yes.
aboard?
Yes, there are.
Okay, so Run will.
I'll give him a bardic inspiration for whatever he's about to do, and it won't drop my visibility because it's not a spell or an attack or anything.
Run would like to. Or how many cannons are there?
Give me a sec. It looks like 6 cannons altogether.
Okay, so Run would like to disable 3 of them and booby trap the other 3 that, if they should be used, they explode.
Okay, you're going to have to do a tinkering check on the ones you're disabling for each one. And do you have some sort of trap making kit?
Aw, man, I could have helped with that.
Just the tinker tools and thieves tools. So
All right, so you'll be able to
yeah.
you'll be able to at least disable things. If you don't have a trap setting thing, I'm not sure how you can trap the stuff because your tinker tools and your thieves tools really aren't designed for that.
It's a matter of setting it up to where instead of kind of like plugging the
Okay,
cannonball up.
so that's
with
just disabling them.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to still you're gonna have to be doing individual disable checks. So roll that roll the tinkering check 6 times.
You get a what the fuck is it?
All right.
A D8 for those rolls if you want to use it.
Okay, so I have 2 9s, so I will use it for one of them.
I want to use a bardic inspiration for each of the cannons, but there's going to be one cannon that you're not going to be able to use it for. I only have 5 bardic inspirations.
Well,
You're
my
gonna
rolls are...
hold on.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna try to do bardic inspiration on a stealth mission. You're gonna draw attention doing that.
What about a whispered, "You can do it," or just a very
You're-
vigorous
Do
thumbs
it!
up?
you're still gonna end up drawing attention because you're gonna have to do something that
Fist
provokes the
bump.
magic that's gonna be loud enough for somebody to potentially overhear, especially while somebody is tinkering. So basically, you got a choice there. You can potentially be spotted doing this by trying to give him a bardic inspiration on one of those, or you can quietly just watch him do all of that.
Or I can't just like whisper to him like very quietly.
It's part of the magic that you need to be able to like strum an instrument or sing, and that can't really be done quietly.
Can't even do the Macarena.
It
You're not you're you said you're a bard, right? What college are you?
College of Lore, but it says that through the stirring of words or music, so I can like say encouraging words.
Yeah, but you still need to be able
Yeah.
to
Gotcha.
talk loud enough to be easily heard, which again increases the chances that you might be overheard, especially with the sound of tinkering going on.
All that Run just has to be able to hear me. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
if I
I'm saying.
whisper to him,
Yes, I'm saying that but the two things together are going to potentially break stealth. That doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be spotted. It's saying is that suddenly for me making the rolls to see if you're spotted, or suddenly the DC is going to lower on that. I'm just making sure you're aware of this.
We'll just go with what we got.
It's up to you guys. We can you can attempt to inspire while he's working on one of these, and I can keep rolling to see if between you the two of you being really close together on a ship where people are walking by, you really can't directly hide easily. Two of you on the same area with you whispering to him. This is very suspicious. Basically, you'd be provoking. This is what I'm saying is you're provoking attention by being that close together for you whispering, or you being.
Actually, there is something else. Does for Asteria, does using bardic inspiration count as casting a spell?
oh, that's what I was saying earlier. It's not casting a spell. It's not an attack, so it wouldn't drop my invisibility. I said
You're
that earlier.
invisible. I didn't hear that part.
Yeah,
that's the reason
we said we were going
had,
invisible when we got close enough.
Okay, I did not hear you say you were invisible. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's why we were rolling the stealth at advantage.
All right. Well, then you still have the problem of you don't know where Run is to whisper to him easily.
Don't worry about the Bardics Run. Just go with what you fucking got. It's gonna be too hard to do it.
If I knew y'all were gonna be using tinkering tools and all that, I totally would have tagged along so I could have helped out.
Well, anyway, so what's my prognosis, Doc?
All right. You're not sure because like you think you've sabotaged with all of those rolls. Pretty much your character, except on two of them where you can't figure out how to sabotage them. You're pretty sure you sabotaged all but two of them, but you're not entirely sure how many of them you sabotaged.
Okay, so I do out in a make sure that there's no one around before I do this. Asteria, where are you?
Roll
I'm right
a
here,
perception
Ron.
check.
I've been-
Roll a perception check to see if there's anyone around.
I was gonna say I was holding on to him the whole time so we didn't lose each other.
Okay, we
that
can do
that would have been straight stealth rolling if you were doing that. That's actually quite difficult to do.
Well, how would it have been straight stealth if we're invisible? That's why. Okay, whatever.
It's because you're then potentially tripping over over each other, but being hold on. You're not the same size.
It's fine. It's fine. Just
Well, actually, I thought his satire was
Satyrs are human
small.
size.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
Okay, you look around, you don't see anybody.
okay. Let's get out of here. We'll drill the hole and then we'll head back to ship. You ready? Asteria?
I said sure.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Discord must be acting stupid.
All right, so we will, as we are invisible, delve back to the waters. And since we do have water breathing, Run will also attempt to drill a small hole in the hull of the ship at the bottom.
You have tools for that? You have carpentry tools?
Actually, I should have carpenter tools, but they're not on the list because he is the bosun.
Mm-hmm.
I think you did buy carpenter tools at one point because you were made bosun.
Yes, exactly. So, yes, he would have the tools. I just don't have them on my sheet.
Probably means that you can't use them.
Yeah, because what's on your sheet is what you're carrying with you currently.
Figured.
Well,
Which means you kind of left them on the ship.
he does have his thieves' tools, which I would assume include some sort of drill.
Not the
Or
sort of
something
drill
like
that would
that.
be cutting through heavy metal. Heavy wood for a ship. It's like, a tiny. It would probably break before you could get to the hull of a ship.
I'm about to say fucking cast shatter on the bottom of this ship.
You can do that if you want.
Run.
Works for me. I don't have shatter though.
I do. It's level fucking shatter.
The best he could be able to do is either firebolt, eldritch blast.
And another thing about shatter is objects and structures have disadvantage on the save.
Yeah, I'm aware.
That'd be 27 damage altogether. I just put a big ass hole in the bottom of this ship.
I'm checking AC and I'm checking HP of the ship. Alright, so you shake the ship with a huge shattering sound. The sound radiates through the water and causes the water to splash up on the thing. Inside the ship shakes with the noise. And people come running off the ship and start yelling. You have raised the alarm at the anchorage. Suddenly, the anchorage cranks, and you hear the ballista at the top of here cranking. Let's see, it's cranking around, and it is cranking towards your ship, which is anchored a little bit off ways.
Did Don see this aiming at
Run
us?
and Asteria. Well, it's Erdan. Roll.
Even though
roll
it's our
perception.
ship.
Erdan and Run and Asteria. You're hearing people yelling, screaming, and saying it must be the weirdos who weren't part of the guild. Let's get them. To arms! To arms!
Well, fuck.
All right, so
Hey, good times.
We're probably gonna have
I-
to end the session here for tonight because it's going on 11.
Yeah.
Is it? It's 20 minutes to 11 unless my clocks are all off.
well,
And-
Yeah,
Jas-
but we're about to start major combat.
And usually Lady
Yeah.
Smugly
Jasper
has
did
to
want
leave.
Yeah.
combat.
I'm just gonna pretend this is your ship, even though it doesn't have the right things. Hold on. Let's see who else is on your ship. Jasper and Michael. Yeah, sorry if the sounding a bit annoying about that. I'm just like sitting there thinking, two people of weird sizes like that trying to hold on to each other when they can't see each other. That's gonna make it them a little bit more difficult to be steady. That's gonna make things. That's just gonna up the difficulty, which then kind of negates the the advantage abilities of the roll. But then again, part of it was I didn't hear you say invisible the first time. I thought you were just sneaking in and being very stealthy.
I mean, no offense, Grizz, but we did say it multiple times that we were going to go invisible whenever we got close, and we did say, like, whenever we got close, we were going to go.
I didn't hear the invisible part somehow. I don't know why.
I don't know how, or we said it multiple times.
I don't know. What's
Maybe
wrong with
as
my
you
hearing?
said, Discord's probably acting up because
Yeah, because
They
you
were
said you
saying
said
that
something a minute ago, and none of us heard you say anything.
Run also said it, though.
Yeah,
I was
my
actually
point
saying it,
was is
too.
that I didn't. Is that it's possible that my side is also acting up, and I didn't hear it either any time, or that my brain is just not working properly today.
Yeah, like, as we were getting close to the ship, Run is like, I'm going to say that we're probably invisible by now, and I was like, yeah.